Hey YouTube, Alan back. I know it's been an incredibly long time since I've done a video. Lots of reasons behind that. Not going to get in with that. Today I'm back with a package and pickups video, an old classic. Reason being, I was at a video games fair, not as this leaflet would suggest in Navan, but in Swords. I put this out as a kind of visual prop, but also the next one is in Navan. For those in Ireland that are looking to go, they may wish to. So, as I said, today's video game fair was in Swords. First time it was on, as far as I understand. As this leaflet suggests, it's kind of retro and modern games, strictly video games only, so it doesn't have a lot of the kind of cosplay and all these other things that go on. It's basically just games. There's about 25 vendors selling different kind of wares, and actually a nice mix. Now, I went quite late, so I didn't, early bird gets to work on these things, so I did get a haul of stuff, which we'll go through. But yeah, I would definitely recommend checking it out if you're interested in the future. So let's run through these bits. So, actually, before we get into the main stuff, there was also a raffle that was included with the ticket price of £5, and I won one of the items, believe it or not. So I got this DS case protector for DS lights, it looks like. So yeah, not going to say no to a little freebie. Anyway, let's run through a few of these bits. So this was actually the last item I got. Prices on it. CIB. It's a Game Boy Advance, the Famicom mini series, the little Super Mario Brothers release. They're so tiny little thing. I just love the kind of original look, and I thought that kind of clear plastic would make it a nice little decorative kind of collector's item. Many other ways, obviously, to play the original Mario. And keeping on the Mario trend, the next item we have is a couple of Mario games for the N64. Some N64 Japanese releases, 2 of them. And these were both from the same. Unfortunately, I don't actually recall. I wasn't planning on making a video, so I didn't get their names. But they actually specialize in imports. So these were in really nice condition, and they're both complete in box and sealed up. So I'm not going to pull them out on camera, just be a mess, especially because I don't have a proper setup, hence why I'm not even in front of lens today. But they were I think, what was it? Yeah, that was marked as 20. I think this one was marked as 15. Yeah, but they did 2 for 30, and cardboard N64 games, cardboard Nintendo stuff in general, it's pricey, so to be able to pick it up in person was really cool. I don't actually have any version of these, I believe, so it was actually definitely nice to add them into collection. And you're just gonna love the Japanese artwork. Same with this. The Japanese artwork on this is awesome. Stepping away from the Japanese side, we have a game for the Mega Drive, Mickey Mania, and this one I can open. It is all complete, and this one actually they have the seller's name in here, so we can look at that. It was from Retro Games Ireland. They have a YouTube channel too, so please do go check them out there. Probably more social media than me these days, but lovely condition throughout. As I said, this was 20. I had considered bundling on this one, but I was trying to behave and only picked up the one. And I actually thought I owned this. I had played it a lot as a kid, so maybe I'm mistaken, but when I looked through my catalogue, I could not see it in my spreadsheet, so I said, you know what? It was an absolute favourite. I've completed it several times, so I definitely wanted to add it to the collection. So yeah, very happy to pick that up. Next up is another Japanese game, another Japanese N64 game. It's Pokemon Snap. Now, I have played a load of Pokemon Snap, but obviously the European version. And I have a funny feeling, because you might notice this has this extra tab up here. I think it's because of the way they did, like you bring a memory card or something, you can get stuff printed out in certain regions. I don't think they did that in Europe, but I think in the US they had it. So this was a tenner, which again, I liked the Japanese vertical artwork. So that was another, and again in great condition. And keeping the team going, we're nearly there. As I said, this will be quick. Was 2 from the bargain bin, and they're also Japanese. So we have a SNES slot machine Family Vegas game, some interesting artwork, and we have a Namcot, I think this is a Famicom release, in a clamshell. Sorry, see if I can open that up. Yep. So we can get that one up. I think it's like Family Stadium or one of those type of baseball games. I picked that one up because I was like, wow, I'd never actually seen one of these hard clamshell cases for an NES or from a Famicom game. So these were actually both for a $5, and they came from the same seller as the Mario thing. He had a few more interesting things, and I was tempted to pick up more. But yeah, that's the kind of haul. So I felt it was worth going, especially given that, I mean, it was only a $5 in. I've been to plenty of, car boots and whatnot through the years where you'd have gotten even less. I would recommend, where's the leaflet? For those interested, you might want to pick up or check it out in Navan later on in the year. But anyway, I'll leave it there. Thank you for watching, especially if you've tuned in after all this time without a video. We'll catch you again sometime in the future. You never know when.